What's poppin', guys? It's Soho Vibes. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna be doing an eyebrow tutorial on how to get your brows to look like, definitely not these. Not these. No, not these. These. And if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and also comment what videos you want me to do next. So let's get on to the video. So all brows come in different shapes and sizes. It may be thicker, it may be thinner, it may be fuzzier. You may have no hair at all, or you may have commas like me. But every eyebrow has a start, an arch, and an end. So if I bring you guys closer, you guys can see that my eyebrow starts right here. The arch is right here, and the ending is right here. So everybody has that. And you just have to make sure you follow that structure of your brow, because your brows basically frame your face. The best part about being able to do your brows is that you can give it what it needs. So if your eyebrow needs to be thicker, you can make it thicker. If it needs to be longer, you can make it longer. If it needs to be, you know, tamed, you can tame it. But it's best to get your eyebrows done just because you can actually follow the shape when there's not like stray hairs in the way. So I'm gonna be using two different products in order to do my eyebrows, and you guys can choose which one you're comfortable with. I am gonna use the NYX eyebrow pencil, and I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. eyebrow kit. So I zoomed the camera in just so that you guys can see a little bit closer, and the first one I'm gonna use is the e.l.f. eyebrow kit and the angled brush with the spoolie at the end. So the first thing I do is brush my eyebrows to the way it's formed. So you're brushing it upwards to the way it's formed, not downwards like that, not, you know, brushing it to the side. You're just brushing it upwards to the way it's formed. And then I'm gonna grab my wax and start from the bottom of my brow. So I'm gonna start drawing the line from the bottom. So I start from here and I make my way to the arch. And you wanna take your time with this just so that you don't create any unnecessary thick line or anything that you don't want there. So you just take your time drawing that line up to the arch. And once I reach the arch, which I know is right here, I just bring that line right down. So I go from here and I bring that down. Just like that. You guys see that? Just like that. And then I go from the top. So I do the same thing that I did in the bottom at the top. So I start from here. And then once I reach that arch, I bring it down to where it can connect with this end. And go downwards. So I'm going down right there to the point where it connects with that end. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in the insides. If you want your line to be longer here, you can just draw it right there if you want that to be longer, and then you just fill in the inside of your brow. Like you just fill that in and make sure everything's filled in and you don't have any like skin peeking through. And if you do mess up, you can always use concealer in order to fix that. You don't want your eyebrows in the front to look like it's boxy. You just want it to look like it's hair. You don't want it to look like a box. So you just keep making hair-like strokes in the front. Just like that. Okay? And that's one eyebrow done. I'm not perfect at doing my eyebrows. I'm still learning. So with the NYX eyebrow pencil, it comes with the spoolie at the end and it comes with the pencil. So it's so much easier to me to do this, and I finally got this today. It's the first time I ever used a pencil to do my eyebrows, and it's so much easier. So you basically do the same thing. You're gonna brush your eyebrows out where it's like this, and then you're just gonna start drawing it from the bottom. And with the pencil, you have so much more control to the lines you make. With the brush, it has hairs in it. So you never know if a hair is sticking out or something. It can cause a line that you don't want there to be there. So it's so much better with a pencil. So you just draw the line underneath. You just take your time just like how you did with the other one. And you draw your line. And then when you reach your arch, you bring that down. I'm reaching my arch and I'm just gonna bring that down just like this. Yeah. Just like that. It's so much easier. And then with the top, you do the same thing. So you just start from where you need it to start, and then you draw that first line. And that's my arch right here, so I'm just gonna bring that down to connect with this line. Draw it a little bit more further, and then go down. The only thing about the pencils is that they break easily, so you just have to make sure you're not heavy-handed. I am. And that's the line. If you want it to be darker, you can just draw over it. And then you just fill that in, the same way you filled in the other brow. So I'm just gonna fill that in. Just like that. And this one looks more like hair-like strokes other than this one. And then for the front, you have more control over the strokes that you make. So you can just draw hair-like strokes like this in the front. And if it's too much, you can just brush that out. I just love working with the pencil so much. It's so much easier. So this one was in the color brunette, so it's a little bit lighter than this one. But that's okay, because it's just for demonstration purposes. I wouldn't use both of these at the same time. Even like run my finger through it just so that it can smudge it out a little bit. And that's how I do my eyebrow. If I need it to be a little bit thicker at the arch area, I just draw more of a line there. And yeah, that's this eyebrow done. And then to fix my eyebrows, I use concealer. So I would go with the concealer I usually use under my eyes, and I use a concealer brush. So this is how it looks like. And then you just go underneath and on top of your brows. Just to clean up any, you know, mess or smudges you made underneath your brow if there is any. And it also just makes it look clean. And usually I don't like to keep my concealer underneath my eyes, so I would go with a Q-tip and take it off anyway, but it's just to make it look nice. Or you can just blend it in if you need to. So that's concealer underneath this eye. You can see that there's no smudges. It just looks nice and clean. And then on top of that, usually it's hard for me to do the concealer on top. So I would have to go like this and just brush that right on top. Like that. Just like that. And that's one nice clean brow. And then for the next eye, I do the same thing. So I just go underneath and I clean that brow out. And I do the same thing at the top. And then I also have to go like this again. Like that. And that's just how I clean my brows out. And that's my eyebrows done. So that's one brow. And this is another brow. Ooh, look at that highlight. Okay, yeah. So that's it for the eyebrow tutorial. Hopefully it did help you, and if it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and comment down below what videos you want me to do next. So yeah, bye.